Gemini love compatibility, decode, curiosity, communication, and the partners who truly understand their dual nature. Gemini is one of the Zodiac's most dynamic, witty, and intellectually stimulating signs. While many label Gemini as inconsistent or hard to pin down, their romantic nature is far more complex. Curious, clever, and emotionally expressive in their own unique way, Gemini seeks a love that keeps their mind engaged, their heart open, and their world full of movement and discovery. Once a Gemini feels mentally and emotionally connected, they love with optimism, flexibility, and remarkable openness. In this Gemini Love Compatibility Decode, we'll explore 3 key insights. Gemini's best match and why the connection feels effortless. Gemini's most challenging match and the long-term issues that may arise. The exception rule, how even difficult pairings can still thrive with awareness and effort. Let's explore the romantic psychology of Gemini. Gemini's most compatible match, Libra, a natural harmony of communication, vision, and emotional flexibility. Gemini thrives in relationships that feel mentally stimulating, emotionally fluid, and socially open. Among all signs, Libra stands out as the most naturally compatible match for Gemini. 1. They share core values. Both Gemini and Libra prioritize deep communication, intellectual connection, emotional harmony, fairness and balance, social engagement, shared ideas and curiosity. Gemini is inspired by new perspectives, while Libra brings thoughtful analysis and emotional diplomacy. Their mutual love for conversation forms the heart of their bond. 2. Conflict stays rational and balanced. Gemini prefers light-hearted discussion even during disagreements, while Libra naturally avoids unnecessary conflict and brings calm, balanced logic. This combination keeps conversations flowing without escalating into emotional storms. Libra helps ground Gemini's quick-changing thoughts, while Gemini brings freshness and adaptability to Libra's structured reasoning. 3. Their lifestyles match beautifully. Both signs enjoy social gatherings, new experiences, cultural events, travel and exploration, creative hobbies, mental stimulation. Gemini adds spontaneity and playfulness, Libra adds elegance and meaning. Together, they create a relationship filled with discovery, beauty, and intellectual depth. 4. Libra understands Gemini's shifting emotional rhythm. Many misunderstand Gemini as emotionally detached. In truth, Gemini feels deeply, but processes emotions through dialogue, logic, and perspective rather than intensity. Libra intuitively understands this and responds with patience, validation, and gentle communication. This creates a safe emotional space where Gemini can freely express themselves. 5. Long-term compatibility is exceptional. Once committed, Gemini and Libra are dedicated to maintaining harmony and emotional balance. Their shared desire for growth ensures long-term resilience. Libra's diplomacy and Gemini's adaptability allow them to overcome challenges with ease. Bottom line, Gemini and Libra form a partnership built on communication, intellectual chemistry, and emotional flow, creating a love that feels open, exciting, and deeply fulfilling. 2. Gemini's most challenging match, Capricorn, a clash between spontaneity and structure. Some signs connect naturally with Gemini, while others require more effort. Capricorn is often the most challenging long-term pairing for Gemini because their priorities, pace, and emotional languages differ significantly. 1. Gemini seeks flexibility, Capricorn values stability. Gemini, spontaneous, curious, fluid, adaptive. Capricorn, structured, disciplined, responsible, long-term oriented. Gemini may feel restricted by Capricorn's desire for routine, while Capricorn may feel overwhelmed by Gemini's unpredictability. 2. Communication styles differ drastically. Gemini communicates through ideas, humor, and mental agility. Capricorn communicates through practicality, seriousness, and measured words. This mismatch can create misunderstandings, as Gemini may see Capricorn as rigid or overly serious, while Capricorn may view Gemini as unfocused or inconsistent. 3. Emotional processing is mismatched. When stressed, Gemini talks and seeks perspective. Capricorn withdraws and focuses on solutions. This difference in coping styles can lead to emotional disconnect, especially if neither partner adapts. 4. Daily habits and lifestyle expectations clash. Gemini enjoys change, social interaction, and new experiences. Capricorn prefers structure, routine, and predictable responsibilities. These contrasting lifestyles can create tension unless both consciously compromise. 5. Expectations for commitment may not align. Gemini approaches relationships with exploration and openness, while Capricorn expects long-term planning and structural progression. The difference in pacing can cause pressure, uncertainty, or frustration on both sides. In essence, Gemini-Capricorn relationships require awareness, patience, and willingness to meet in the middle to avoid emotional strain. 3. The exception rule: how Gemini and Capricorn can still work. Despite natural challenges, Gemini and Capricorn can build a surprisingly strong relationship, if both partners are willing to stretch outside their comfort zones. 1. Capricorn softens their structure and offers emotional support. If Capricorn practices flexibility and communicates more openly, Gemini feels safe to express themselves without fear of judgment. 2. Gemini brings consistency when needed. By offering Capricorn reliability and following through on commitments, Gemini helps reduce Capricorn's fears about instability. 3. Shared goals create a bond. Whether they build careers, plan travels, or work on creative projects together, shared aspirations help bridge their emotional and lifestyle differences. 4. Intentional communication becomes essential. Gemini must recognize Capricorn's preference for direct, practical communication, while Capricorn must embrace Gemini's conversational flow. Honest, patient dialogue prevents disconnect. 5. Mutual admiration turns differences into strengths. Gemini inspires Capricorn to embrace curiosity and flexibility. Capricorn grounds Gemini, offering structure and long-term vision. Together, they can create a relationship where both partners evolve meaningfully. Conclusion: while not instinctively compatible, this pairing can thrive through effort, communication, and emotional maturity. Gemini deserves a love that feels free, stimulating, and emotionally open. Gemini loves with imagination, intellectual depth, and light-hearted warmth. They seek partners who stimulate their mind, understand their emotional flow, welcome spontaneity, communicate openly, respect their independence. Best matches: Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo. Challenging matches: Capricorn, Virgo, Scorpio, Pisces. With the right partner, Gemini's love becomes transformative, inspiring, and deeply connective. Even difficult pairings can succeed through communication, curiosity, and emotional awareness. For Gemini, true love must feel mentally alive, emotionally flexible, and endlessly fascinating. Once they find that spark, they give their loyalty, creativity, and entire heart.